BYD is now mass-producing a car battery that contains zero lithium. None. Not a gram. While the entire auto industry fights over lithium mines, the world's biggest EV maker quietly switched on a 30 gigawatt-hour production line for a battery built around something sitting in your kitchen right now. And BYD is betting it ends up cheaper than anything lithium can offer. Sounds impossible, right? Stick around because buried in a BYD investor briefing this February is one number about this battery. One single spec that explains why they spent $1.4 billion on it. We'll get there. If you want to hear about technology like this before everyone else, subscribe now, because this isn't a lab experiment. This is about what your next car costs. But to understand why BYD, of all companies, would walk away from lithium, you need to know a secret. BYD never actually loved lithium. They loved cheap batteries. Back in 1995, BYD was not a car company at all. It was a scrappy battery shop in Shenzhen, making rechargeable cells for mobile phones, going up against Japanese giants with one weapon: relentless, obsessive cost-cutting. That obsession never left. It is the DNA that produced the Blade battery, the lithium iron phosphate design that helped make BYD the largest electric vehicle maker on the planet. And today, BYD is the world's second largest battery producer, period. Nearly 195 gigawatt hours last year alone, up almost 28% in a single year. So when a company like that starts pouring billions into a completely different chemistry, that is not a science project. That is a signal. And here's the part that tells you how seriously they take it. Back in 2023, rumors swirled that BYD's Seagull would launch with this new battery. It did not. BYD refused to ship it before it was ready. They spent 3 more years grinding on it instead. And the number they just disclosed is not about range or charging speed. It is about something no lithium battery has ever come close to. We are getting there. But first, a fair question. This chemistry has existed in laboratories since the 1980s. So why is BYD only building it now? Because lithium finally gave the entire industry a reason to look for the exit. Let's be honest about lithium, because the data is wild. In December 2022, battery-grade lithium carbonate hit over $81,000 a ton. By June 2025, it had collapsed to around $8 a kilogram. Then, in just 2 months this winter, it nearly doubled again, up 95%. That is up 264% from that summer low. Imagine trying to price a car when your single most expensive component swings like a meme stock. That's not a supply chain. That's a casino. And it's getting worse because batteries aren't just for cars anymore. Lithium demand from energy storage jumped 71% in 2025 alone, with another 55% expected this year. Everyone is fighting over the same metal, and that metal is mined in only a handful of countries. But price isn't even lithium's most painful failure. If you've ever driven an electric vehicle through a real winter, you know standard lithium batteries hold roughly 80% of their capacity at minus 20 degrees Celsius. Your range evaporates exactly when you need it most. Add the fire safety incidents that keep haunting the storage industry, and you start to see the picture. None of this makes lithium evil. It makes lithium fragile. So what's the answer? BYD's new battery attacks the cost problem, the cold problem, and the supply problem all at once, and then stacks one spec on top that honestly sounds like a typo. Let me show you. The battery rolling off BYD's new production line is sodium-ion. Same basic architecture as lithium-ion. Ions shuttling between 2 electrodes, except the lithium is replaced with sodium. The stuff in table salt, the stuff dissolved in every ocean on Earth. You cannot corner the market on sodium. And that's exactly the point. BYD's own executives say its natural abundance theoretically means lower manufacturing costs than lithium-ion. And with lithium doubling in 2 months, theoretically is starting to look like inevitably. But cheap means nothing if the battery dies in winter. So here's spec number 2. Sodium-ion prototypes retain over 90% of their capacity at minus 20 degrees Celsius compared to roughly 80% for standard lithium. The chemistry that costs less is also the one that shrugs off the cold. Pretty wild, right? And BYD says it charges and discharges faster, runs in a wider temperature band, and is fundamentally safer. Now, full transparency. Sodium-ion packs less energy per kilogram, which is why BYD is aiming it at affordable cars, micro vehicles, and grid storage first, not luxury flagships. But none of that is the number I promised you. This February, BYD disclosed that its new sodium-ion batteries achieve a cycle life of up to 10,000 charges. A typical LFP battery manages 2,000 to 3,000. 10,000 cycles means you could charge this battery every single day for 27 years. This battery doesn't outlast your car. It outlasts your next 3 cars. That is what $1.4 billion buys. But one company betting on salt does not shift an industry. Here's what does. Because BYD isn't alone, its biggest rival is sprinting down the same road. CATL, the world's largest battery maker, launched its Naxtra sodium-ion battery in April 2025 at 175 watt-hours per kilogram, comparable to mainstream LFP, and just unveiled a passenger car with Chang'an that hits the market in mid-2026, with sodium batteries planned across all of Chang'an's brands. The first mass-produced sodium EV already exists. A Volkswagen-backed Jack hatchback rolled off the line in December 2023. JMEV sells one. Yadea launched 4 sodium-powered scooters, while Shenzhen pilots sodium battery swap stations on street corners. The world's largest sodium-ion grid storage system, 100 megawatts, is already running in China. Eve Energy committed $144 million to sodium production. Ronbei is converting lithium lines into sodium materials. Global sodium-ion shipments hit 9 gigawatt-hours in 2025, up 150% in a single year. MIT Technology Review just named it one of the breakthrough technologies of 2026. Now ask yourself, how much of that capacity exists in America or Europe? Almost none. This is not just a new battery. It is cars, scooters, buses, power grids, and data centers. It is an entire parallel energy supply chain that does not depend on lithium-ion. While the rest of the world argues about lithium prices, China is quietly building the off-ramp. So no, this is not just about one battery or even one company. For 30 years, the entire electric future has been chained to a single volatile metal. BYD just demonstrated at mass production scale that the chain is optional, and you now know about it before the first sodium-powered cars even reach most showrooms. The future of EVs might not be mined out of the ground at all. It might be sitting in your salt shaker. If this breakdown was worth your time, sounds impossible, right? The idea that one of the world's largest electric vehicle manufacturers would invest billions of dollars into a battery chemistry that contains absolutely no lithium sounds almost unbelievable at first. For years, lithium has been treated as the foundation of the entire EV revolution. Governments have raced to secure supplies. Mining companies have spent billions developing new projects, and automakers have built long-term strategies around access to lithium resources. Yet BYD appears to be making a very different bet. Instead of competing for increasingly volatile lithium supplies, the company is positioning itself around a material that is vastly more abundant and far less vulnerable to supply shortages. If this strategy works, it could dramatically change how batteries are manufactured, how electric vehicles are priced,